Brought to you by the Spring Games, the largest college softball event in the world. Catch all the action at thespringgames.com.
Hey, we're here with Coach Laura at Augsburg University. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, cool. All right, so Coach, tell us a little about your softball program here at the school.
Sure. So Augsburg University is a Division III school in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We compete in the MIAC, the Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, one of the top conferences in the Midwest. Just got down to the tournament today. We've spent a lot of time inside the last 7 weeks, so we're excited to get out and play in some sunshine and fresh air. So
cool, fantastic. So tell us a little about your coaching career overall, kind of when you started, where you're at now, a little bit of overview.
Sure. So I've been coaching for what seems like forever. At the collegiate level, I've been coaching probably for the last 10 years. Started out as a stipend coach at Concordia St. Paul. It's a D2 school in St. Paul, Minnesota. I've been full-time here at Augsburg for 7 years. I was 6 years as an assistant before becoming the head coach. This is my first year in the head coaching role. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So for ladies looking to get into college programs and college softball, how would they go about getting a coach's attention?
So what I would do is I would have no fear in reaching out to a coach. Send a coach an email. What I like to see is an email with what you're interested in, kind of a little bit about yourself, but also maybe a short little video. Doesn't have to be anything professional. Shoot it with your phone. Some swings, some throws, some fielding, that's about it. But be diligent, even if we don't respond right away. That doesn't mean we didn't see it. But just if it's especially a school that you're looking at going to or you're really interested in, just be diligent with reaching out to that coach and just, don't be afraid to be a little bold in your emails. But I like to see that. I like to see the confidence, especially in that first initial email. But also, I like to talk to kids on the phone. Okay. So don't be afraid to answer your phone. Don't be afraid to talk to a coach. That's really where I get a sense of what a player is looking for, kind of get a sense of their interest level. And especially when they have questions when I talk to them on the phone, that's a huge plus for me. So do a little research, have some questions, don't be afraid to talk on the phone, and just be yourself.
All right, some good advice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing, what kind of traits do you look for in recruiting softball players?
When I recruit, it really has to be a fit academically. That's the most important thing, especially at the D3 level. We really put the emphasis on the student athlete. Athletically, though, we're looking for highly competitive kids who are looking to, work hard, especially with our location being in the city. We kind of get, I feel like sometimes overlooked in terms of we have a lot of good things going on at Augsburg athletically. In softball, we're looking to kind of increase the competition level with each passing year. So looking for someone who, you can have all the tangibles, like you can have a batting average, you could be a pitcher that throws a certain speed, but what I really look for are the things off the field. So are you a good teammate? Are you picking yourself up after an error? Those types of things. So keeping your head up and being in the game is equally as important as your ability to hit a double or your ability to dive for a ball and make a catch.
Okay,
yeah.
Good stuff. Okay,
yeah.
So let's transition to you. So let's talk about how you got started playing softball. What got you into softball?
Sure. I feel like softball has been a part of my life forever. I remember, back like 1992 as a second grader going to my first camp. I played high school softball, I played Division III softball in college. I even played after I was done in college. So it's just something that I truly have a passion for, that I really enjoy, especially impacting, the young women that we coach, really kind of guiding them, not only in softball, but in life. But for me, being able to, I was coached by females all throughout my coaching career. My high school coach was a female. I played for a female in college. I think that's really important to see that representation and to kind of be able to, pass along to the next generation of potential coaches. Knowing where I came from, I'm just kind of, continuing the trend. So that's important to me. I think it's really cool. So actually, my high school softball coach, she's coming to watch our game today. So I'm pretty pumped. So it's like a full circle moment for me. So
fantastic. Way to go.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, good to see. So, what was it like training at the highest point in your softball career? Whether you, well, I won't go into that. So I'll just. What was it like training at the highest point in your softball career?
If I think back to my college days, we had a group of about 7 of my classmates. There's 7 of us who we were so competitive. Okay. It was, if we didn't win, then there was nothing less than winning. So just having that intensity and also being able, we were kind of given the freedom to figure stuff out on our own.
Okay.
And I really think that was important for us learning the game. So it was a little bit on us not being told everything. Like, we figured things out on our own, and we really did a good job of staying together as a group. The core 7 of us, and my senior year, so back in 2006, we were the first team I went to St. Scholastica.
Okay.
We're the first team to make an NCAA regional. So it was our hard work paid off. But it was really, like, we didn't get it on medic bid. We had to earn our way into the tournament. So that hard work and that, I feel like that core group and just that mentality of we're winning at all costs, that really kind of propelled us to that point where we were able to make a regional tournament for the first time. It was awesome.
Very cool, very cool. Okay, so then along those lines, favorite softball memory that you have?
Oh man, that's a really hard question to answer.
Top 5. How's that?
So making the regional tournament as seniors, that was awesome. I would say specifically at Augsburg, one of my favorite moments last year is we tied for the most wins in program history, which was awesome. Really proud of the girls. And we have a core group back this year, so a lot of them were on that team last year.
So then let's talk about any mentors. Did you have anybody that was important to you and your success in softball?
2 people come to mind. So my high school coach, her name is Kim Niederlecki. She'll be here today. Right. She was the one that, she was my coach forever, all the way from youth to high school. So she did a lot of cool things and just really demanded a lot from us at the high school level. Cool. And then my college coach, Jen Walter, she's currently an assistant at St. Thomas in St. Paul, so they're a D1 program. She was the one that she was so passionate about softball, and just seeing the work that she put in to coaching us and coaching the teams really was kind of opened my eyes to this could be a job where I could, work hard, be still involved with softball, but also just love the game that I've been playing for my entire life. So those are the 2 that come to mind.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for up-and-coming softball players in general? College, high school, pro, anything?
I would say you might have an idea of what you want, but it might not end up that way. So be open to a lot of opportunities and don't limit yourself to a particular level. Everybody has the dream of going D1, and that works out for a lot of people, but sometimes it might not be a realistic for if you want to go into a certain career field or something like that. Don't limit yourself to kind of what you think you might. Just explore all options before you make a decision, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Good advice. Okay, so how many years have you been coming to the spring games?
With Augsburg, this is our 4th year coming down here. We came here when I was at Concordia St. Paul for 2 years, so I've been coming down here for, probably nine or so years, on and off, I would say. Yeah.
All right, so favorite thing about the spring games in general?
So I like the organization, like the schedule is always awesome. The facilities are great. Just the level of communication that we've had with the organizers has been super helpful, especially as a first-year head coach, that it wasn't necessarily always in the details. It's been really helpful to have things kind of laid out for you, where we kind of just showed up and we knew where we were going. We have our schedule, so everything was set. So that's been super helpful, especially, like I said, as a first-year head coach.
Very cool. Okay. Yeah. So coming to Florida, favorite thing to do outside of the spring games? Oh, man.
So we went to a Detroit Tigers spring training game last year. They played the Twins. We actually went to see the Twins, but cool. It is what it is. Honestly, just being able to relax in lovely 80-degree weather. Coming from Minnesota, where actually it's nice back home, but there's some years where there's still snow on the ground. So just being able to be down here in the sunshine, enjoying the nice weather.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely.